Hello, this is Victor, RestoreYourMercedes.com. Today is gonna be just a weird video, if you will, because this is something that I don't usually make videos about, but because I took this apart, might as well just make a video, right? Now, we're talking about 2007 S550 fuel pump. This is the fuel pump. It's not a filter, it's the pump, because the filter is on the other side of the fuel tank. Now, the pump assembly usually is sold like this, right? But you can still buy replacement pump only. All you do is you just replace the plastics, and these two portions, they just come undone. They just split right here. They unclip from one another, and you can just remove the motor, just place the original grommets onto the new motor, and then put them back together and clip in the bottom portions here. There's a little filter here, and I don't know what this thing is, like some sort of a bypass, I assume. Now, this pump was made in 2006, as you can see, 10th month of 2006. So this is a 2007 model year pump. Now, this is the very original made in Germany fuel pump, the pump itself. And these are the original plastics. Now, I wanted to know what happened with the original pump that came from this assembly, because I bought the aftermarket one for now. It has this little high-pitched sound I kind of don't like, so I would rather probably put in this pump because it lasted 100,000 miles and obviously 20 years. So I guess it's a good record in my book, so I would rather put something like this in, because the pump on this vehicle failed instantly and suddenly. It just shut down and that's it. The car would not restart. Usually you have some telltale signs, but this one just completely failed. All right, this is another date stamp here. As you can see, it's 2006 right there. Okay, now, so I took the old one out and I wanted to see what happened to it, what failed. So the pump itself goes something like, let's see, something like this, I assume. Yeah, let me just put it together real quick. Something like this. Then you have, this is the pump, the vanes. They're in good shape. We'll get to that in a second. And then you got the back. Then you got the brushes. Right? So it looks something like this. That's the pump, and on top of it there is a casing. It's like the metal casing that is crimped around, so it holds this whole assembly together. So obviously I cut the casing. I wanted to see what happened to it, because original, 100,000 miles. I mean, I've seen the older pumps on the older vehicles from 90s. They last like 200,000 miles, original pumps. And this is only 100,000, 115 or something like that, so it failed. So anyway, so this is what we have inside the pump. We obviously have this assembly here that the vanes, and that's what pumps the fuel through. Obviously it picks it up and then pumps it through itself and then out. This is the exhaust. I mean, this is like to pick it up. It's just a suction, and then it just amplifies it and just pushes it out the port, right? So this is the pickup and the pump. Okay, so you can see the vanes there, they're angled, so it amplifies the pressure and pressurizes the system, pumps it through the hole, through the motor assembly, and out the opening right here. Okay, you obviously have the magnets, and you have the stator. And this is what happened here. The brushes, they look pretty much fine. As you can see how tall they are. Lots of meat left on these brushes. They look just fine. All right. And the problem was with the commutator points. As you can see, they're gone. They're gone. They're worn out. There is nothing left here. See, the metal just flakes off. There is nothing left here. This is it. This is like plastic. There's a little bit of metal left here. There's a little metal left here. But in these areas, This is not a dirt. This is not dirt. This is just like a gunner. There's nothing left here. All the copper is worn out. All of it. So I assume that I don't know how tall it used to be in terms of the height. You know, if it was worn out by a brush, if you look, the brush goes inside slightly. I cannot say because this is a bad motor, so it's already worn out. Or it was like this tall, but I wouldn't say it was, well, I mean, theoretically, if the brushes sit inside their sitting places there, spring-loaded, obviously, right? If you think about it logically, if this thing sits in there, so it stays put. So theoretically, it is possible that the contact points here, they were as tall as this, like flat. So it worn out, like about 4 millimeters down. Okay, that's pretty much a lot. And this is another contact point here that's fallen apart. That's it. No more metal. So yeah, I assume the copper commutator points here, they were as tall as this, flat. And then off through the years, just worn out to a point where it just took all the copper completely out. So yeah, because obviously this motor would sit in there and all the way against the brushes, all the way. So yeah, I predict that, yeah, they were like this tall. So it's a shame that it just happened to happen like this. 100,000 miles single pump versus the dual pump setups in early 90s Mercedeses. But this one is a single pump. It's inside the fuel tank, obviously. So that's what it looks like. That's just some numbers here. And unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about this unless you just weld up the, I mean, come on. This is, because it still works. Sometimes it activates when the brush catches the edge, right? The brush catches the edge and it actually starts to spin. And then at a certain point when it warms up, it just stops. So yeah, possibly that car, maybe it could have started when the pump would have cooled off or heated up, whatever, but nonetheless, that's what happened. Now I'm not going to take this apart because there's no point. Well, you clearly see this is where the springs are for the brushes here. And of course, there's probably going to be a couple of contact points from the plug to the brushes, right? Because it has to be. The opening is not straight throughout. There is some sort of a baffle in there, in the opening inside, like in this area somewhere here. Let me see. Oh, wait a second. Let me see. Maybe I can split this if I break it apart. There's some sort of a ground right here. Yeah, it's probably for security measures. If something happens, it's submerged in the gasoline, so yeah, some sort of a, what's going on here? Okay. Well, quite dirty, if you ask me. 20 years of operation. Yeah, these are the brushes. Lots of them left. Lots. Yeah, there's some sort of a security measure, I guess. Like the fuel does not ignite. And that's all I can see. Is this a seal? It's not even a seal. Just touching. There's not even a rubber seal here. So this is what the pump looks like internally. Now there is some sort of a security pressure ball here. The aftermarket pump does not have it. See right here, it's a pressure release right there. So there's a ball bearing in there with the spring, and it opens up, I guess, when there is a blockage in the system, so it just blows the pressure out. Whereas the aftermarket pump does not have it, just saying. And that's why I want to put the original back in, because that's a daily driver vehicle, more or less. So it has to be operational. So that's your ball bearing. Yep, so this is all. This is basically all I wanted to make a video about. Never opened this pump up, never seen what it looks like inside because I had no need, and today I just figured I'll do it. Now I don't remember which direction this one goes, to be honest now. See, I don't remember because the vanes are angled one way. So if you angle them the other way, they might start pumping the other way actually. So that's not a good thing. Possibly. Well, that's the point. If you take this apart by any means, for whatever reasons, obviously note which direction vanes go, because you can put it backwards. See, this is the vanes operate like the fins, rather. They face this way. If you flip it, they face the other way, right? They angle the other way. So yeah, just saying, attention has to be. You have to pay attention to what it looks like. Although, let's see, maybe this way. There's more wear on this side here, so it must have been rubbing against something. Could it be rubbing against this surface here? Well, it doesn't matter at this point, so who cares? Okay, so this is gonna be all. A little longer video, but that's like a disassembly of the fuel pump. I guess that's how I'm going to call it. Mercedes S550 fuel pump disassembly and internals inspection. I guess that's how I'm gonna call it. All right, so this is gonna be all. Just a little informational video, if you will. Victor was here, restoreyourmercedes.com, and thank you for watching.